tiny Snippet. Oh, Snippet holding everyone up this morning.
Oh, that was a dirty move filming her.
I got it at 5:15, thank you.
I got it at 3 a.m. We agreed to leave at 6, Snippet, and you've got 3 minutes. Oh, it's 4 minutes past 6, and the crew are out of camp. Sorry?
Did you say it's 6:15?
4 minutes past 6. And we're out of camp. I'm ready to kick some ass.
I don't know, my Achilles is a bit stiff.
Right, ready to lightly smack some ass. Landscape has changed massively again. Kate said it looks like the June films. Birdsong, sorry.
I'm trying to find the cows out there.
The cows?
I feel like there has to be some cows out there.
There's cows out there somewhere. Coffee break?
Oh, best time of the day.
Best time of the day indeed.
Right, for sure. For sure.
But if this is the best time of day, it just means that then our day just goes from here on in. M&M break is also a pretty good part of the day.
We have no M&Ms?
I know, but we'll get some today. Hia Town Day. And Kate has reliably informed us that there is the same amount of restaurant choice as New York.
Oh, 100%.
So, yeah, 100%. 1.5 miles away from Hia Town. I'm behind Snippet and Baz this morning. But 1.5 miles. 1.5 miles to hopefully a little bit of food, because I am all out of food. And I've had a bar and porridge this morning, but my body's used that real quick. I'm ready for some more food. So I'm hoping that I can get a good feed there. Whew, and then LA Aqueduct in the early hours of tomorrow morning. We're on the approach into Hia Town, and after walking through all that green, luscious landscape, this looks a little bit brutal. Just following this path down here, there's someone just ahead of us there. Alright, we made it to Hia Town. Big day. Well, actually it wasn't a big day, we've only done 6.7 miles, and it's 9:30.
Take her down!
That's the energy we want. This is quite an interesting place. City Hall, mining supplies, doctor, hotel, the sheriff, the feed store, the saloon, casino. It's laundry time in Hia Town. Got Snippet with her foot grind.
This is my feet! Every day!
And we got Nicola, Baz. Yes, Baz, please. Washing her pants. And generally clothes. Look how dirty that was. And generally clothes. Hiker grime. Oh, it's grim. Hiker grime. I'm about to take over to do this pile of socks. And Anthony's waiting to do his next. So this is laundry, and this is the colour. Oh, hang on, let me get a dirty sock.
Yeah, get a good one.
Get a good one to show you the colour of the water that runs off these bad boys. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Scrumptious.
That sock you washed yesterday, though. I think it is, but it's still pretty brown. Look at that.
Yeah, I buried mine at the bottom of the path.
Alright, we're about to do our night hike of the Aqueduct. So we've got our faces painted.
You can add to it.
I've been a bit boring. Yeah, we're at Hia Town. It's
A town
is it a town?
of a sort. Doesn't
How would
have
you describe Hiker Town?
hundreds of restaurants.
Hundreds of restaurants.
I'm sure it's some restaurant.
Somebody was misleading people.
A very kind host of this place,
Yeah.
but you have no idea what's really going on half the time.
Yeah.
Or like 99% of the time.
Okay. Well, we had some nice burritos.
Nice burritos. We had shade.
Yeah.
We had watermelon.
Watermelon.
That was nice.
We are leaving Hiker Town to head out and do the LA Aqueduct. And in true tradition, we've painted our faces ready for it. So we're night hiking tonight. We're setting off. It's probably like 6:30, close to 7. And we're going to try and hike 17 miles, if not 24 miles, to get to Tyler Canyon. Tyler Canyon if we hike 24 miles, and Cottonwood Creek if we hike 17. Let's see how we do. Heading towards the Aqueduct at dusk. It's quite nice and cool now. The sun's about to go down. So we've done a bit of head torch hiking so far, but this will be our first proper night hike. We've got the face paints, although we painted our faces and realised they don't actually glow in the dark. They need UV light. But hey ho, the thought was there. Actually quite excited about it. There's a little group of us. There's another big group coming behind us, so maybe it'll be quite busy on the Aqueduct this evening. Guys, we're about to head on to the Aqueduct. Oh, I missed the woohoo. Yeah, second woohoo. So this is the LA Aqueduct, which we're going to be walking on for 20 miles? Is it? I thought it was 20. We all just walk on the Aqueduct.
Yeah, but I think the trail is actually here.
Oh, okay, but yeah, we go on the Aqueduct.
Yeah.
So just snippet clarifying there, the trail is officially over there. Our official US representative just likes to keep...
I wanted to let you all know that we're not supposed to walk the aqueduct, but we do.
But we do. Listen to the woman with the neon face paint.
Yeah.
Which one?
She's the official US representative. We're about to take the first step onto the aqueduct. Bam! And 20 miles or 17 miles, whichever one it is. Sun is setting, ready for our night hike. Whoop whoop. And we're on the aqueduct. We're on the aqueduct. This is probably going to be one of many videos, basically of the same thing. We're still on the aqueduct, but it'll be like light on the aqueduct, sunset, then it's dark and we're on the aqueduct. Yeah, and I think now we're pretty cheery that we're on the aqueduct, but later on it's going to be like, we're still on the aqueduct. We're absolutely buggered and on the aqueduct. The aqueduct is my life now and I don't know anything different. My shoes have fallen apart and I'm barefoot on the aqueduct. My feet are bloody stumps and I'm still on the aqueduct. I'm 85 and I'm still on the aqueduct. Yeah, so I think the what's the word? Monotony? No, when you first get on something. Novelty? The novelty will wear off fairly soon, but at the moment it's still going strong. This is day 44. Day 44 and we're still on the aqueduct. We are actually off the pipe. Yeah. Are we on the aqueduct? Are we still on?
We're still on it.
Yeah, I think the water.
But we're not on the pipe. We're not on the pipe. No more pipe talk. No more pipe talk. It's the end of pipe talk. It is 10 to midnight and we are still walking through the Mojave Desert. I think we've got about 6, maybe 6.5 miles to go to camp. So we're thinking we'll probably arrive at 2 AM. We're all slightly knackered. Oh, I don't think you can see anything. How many years has it been now, Snippet?
78.
1:55 AM. And we are about probably 0.6 from the campsite. It's the end of our first day in the desert. Snippet's cowboy camping.
I am.
We're getting the inners up. We made it to Cottonwood Creek and we are all ready for bed.
3 a.m.
Is it 2 a.m?
And then it's probably 2:39.
2:39, jeez. We've left our camp this morning. I'm feeling actually surprisingly alright this morning. I was so broken last night. But yeah, I think it's about 8:30 maybe. We've got 6.5 miles and a 2,000-foot ascent to get to the next water source. And then we're going to chill there for the afternoon and wait for the heat to burn off. And then keep going. This is the tough section. It's going to be a long 3 days to Tehachapi, I think. What a funky beetle! It was 6 miles from where we started to the next campsite, but it feels about 50 miles. It's so hot. And we had about 3 hours sleep, maybe 4. My feet are on fire. I am ready for those new shoes in Tehachapi. Very ready. Oh man, and a double zero. We're taking a double zero. Bougie. It's Kate's birthday, Birdsong's birthday. I've got those people from the trail and friends from home to send her some birthday messages as a surprise, so I'm going to edit those together. So I'm looking forward to it, but I got to do some work before then. Oh, anyway, I'm out of breath, so I'm going. Just a cricket eating another cricket. Ugh. Nature is gruesome. This little one's trying to get a cache in, but that one is like, I am not sharing. My own species. Look at that, jeez. Chowing down. This is tough. We are half a mile away from the water source and where we can get some shade. Oh, the sun is relentless on this section. Half a mile, some water. I'm going to get my sleeping pad out, have a snooze, have some lunch, and dream of drinking a cold can of Coke and eating an ice cream. We finally made it and got some shade, which is hot commodity around here. We are pooped. It's M&M time. Snooze and M&M time by the looks of it. Snippet's over there in her tent with a little red face. Yeah. I think it might be a bit warm in there. Oh, we're psyching ourselves up to leave the shade of this bush. It's like 3 hours after we arrived. How long have we been here? 3 hours? Oh, 3 hours, sorry. 3.5 hours? Meh. We want to live here now. Another 7.5 miles to camp. We'll just be the two sisters under the bush. Oh, looks hot out there.
I am shocked by the number of people who are hiking.
What are you shocked by?
How many people were hiking in the middle of the sun today?
Day, I know, yeah. We stayed under that shade for ages. And we've left. We're 3 miles away from our camp spot. It's beautiful. The wind farm. And making it beautiful. Well, after a long break at the water source, we started hiking again to get to our camp, and it is windy. Stopped in a sheltered side of this kind of hill range. But we are getting blasted. It's going to be hard to find a place to pitch tonight. Might be a cowboy camp job. Wind. Look there. There she is. windy. It's real windy. We're getting absolutely battered by this wind. We're kind of stuck until we can get somewhere out of it. We're continuing to climb, which is a real pain in the butt. I'm tired. Good place for a wind farm. Okay, well, we made it, and today has not been easy. I find wind like one of the hardest conditions to hike in. So exhausting. We've managed to pitch our tents, but yeah, it's very windy. Big gusts keep coming, and I'm really hoping my tent holds out and none of the poles break. I'm gonna have my dinner now. I was looking forward to a nice freeze-dried meal, a fire pot one, and then I was gonna have a hot chocolate. But it's too windy to light my stove, and I don't really want to light it in the tent, so it's another night of mash, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because absolutely exhausted. Pooped, but at least we got that big climb out of the way today, and we've got a shorter day tomorrow. I am so ready for this 00. So ready. After our night hike the other night, which was the night before this one, I've lost all track of time. We were gonna have a restful morning this morning and sleep in, but the wind is crazy. And yeah, I think there's no pegs remaining in my tent. It's just my weight holding it down, I think. The wind may have seemed to have eased off a little bit now I've packed up, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was swaying my tent so much I was getting worried my poles were gonna break, so I'm just gonna eat my bar, pack up the tent and get going and try and get out of the wind as much as possible. Everything is covered in sand, everything, my sleeping bag, just, well, everything in my tent. I guess this is the first, and I'm severely bitten by mosquitoes. It's very itchy, so I guess this is the first bit where I'm like, oh my god, this is definitely type 2 fun. And I'm off. It's 6:40. Kate's having a bit of a faffy, more chilled morning this morning. I think she had a better spot than me, so her tent held up a little bit better than mine. Also, I woke up with a massive ant. I think it's an ant. It looks like an ant and a wasp had a baby. So that kind of hurried me out of my tent. Poor Snippet's tent didn't hold up at all, so she was cowboy camping. I'm last to leave out the crew this morning. I've been pretty good in the mornings, but yeah, today I think I had the most comfortable night, so I stayed in my tent longer. In this quite nice sheltered spot, so I did all right. We're staying at a water cache at mile 549, which is right up in the hills. Windy, exposed, but there's a heck of a setup here. Apparently there's two brothers that have ran it for 30 plus years, and they've got this whole setup here. There's a hike box, pantry, yeah, they've just made it quite funny and cute, and donations, I've put a donation in. Sometimes there's cold snacks up here and drinks, and then this fresh spring water. This would be a long waterless section without this cache, so very much appreciated, and the effort that people go to support PCT hikers is really pretty amazing. Right, I'm hoping to meet the others for morning coffee if I'm not too late, so I better get a move on. This is what happens when you have a massive pack. Oh, ow. It's windy as hell. I've had to take the cap off because it was threatening to leave me. rushing a bus in on the highway at 8:30. We are set up for our evening camp. It's a cowboy camp tonight. It's really windy, which you can tell by that bush blowing up there, and also the massive wind turbine. I went for that little tiny bush. You can tell by that little bush. And also these huge 100-foot things. But we're behind this bush and completely sheltered from the winds. So it's an old cowboy camp tonight. Woo. We're gonna get cozy. Okay, it's 5:35. All that's left in the camp spot is Kate's pack. We camped just behind this juniper bush, which was great at protecting us from the wind. Very successful cowboy camp. We made it to our hotel room, and this is where chaos ensues. Well, we were on our way to the bus. We were really early for it. We were going to get there about 7 o'clock, and it didn't turn up until 8:30. And then, just coincidentally, there was a guy, what was his name? Daniel, who was dropping off 2 other hikers, Queen Bee and Kate. And he offered us a lift here. So we got here super early. Then we came into the hotel to drop our bags off, and they let us check in early. So win-win. Today's turning out great.
All's good in the hood.
All is good in the hood.
I could fall asleep face down on this floor.
Me too, but we've got to go get breakfast.
I know.
And then do a resupply. And then do our laundry. And then you can fall face first on the floor. The chaos of 3 hikers in one hotel room. Well, Snippet stuff is very organised, look at that. And the jobs that we have to do include putting the innards of our tent in the bath. That thing is pretty disgusting because it's just been sandblasted for the last few days. Washing water filters, caps, dry bags. We're washing everything. Bottles, backpacker meal packs, pillows are going in. We're going to be clean ladies for about a day when we leave here. And then everything will be back to square one.